Yes, this is the channel where 5 ordinary football fans give our predictions for the upcoming games in the Premier League. Welcome to Predict the Score. Right, this week we are back again with another episode of Predict the Score. This week we're giving our Matchday 13 predictions and a look at how we did with Matchday 12. Before we start, let's have the answer to last week's Stato question, which was who was the last English manager to win the top flight title in English football? I think everybody got it. It is...
I'm going to be honest, I don't have a clue.
You know who it is.
Yeah.
Howard Wilkinson, with Leeds in the 91-92 season, just before the Premier League started. Right, this week's Stato question is not... This is a proper Stato question, this is. Right, which team survived relegation from the Premier League despite only winning 6 matches all season? Okay. Any ideas? No? It's a good one. It's a bit of a tricky one because they're not in the Premier League now. Okay, I'll give you a clue. Right, okay, let's have a look at Matchday 13, which is Friday, Saturday and Sunday games coming up. Phil, you've got Wolves versus Bournemouth. Right, Wolves look like they might have turned it around. Unbeaten in 4. Bournemouth on a 2-game losing streak despite beating Arsenal and City.
I mean, you said this a couple of weeks ago. You said Bournemouth, wouldn't you?
You would.
And
Yeah,
now,
you would.
They were well informed.
And obviously I went for Fulham last weekend, which, wow, where did that Wolves come from? They played really good football.
He's got used to his teeth now, you see. That's what it is. Harry O'Neill's got used to those turkey teeth. He's got used to the turkey teeth now. He's actually focused on football.
Being at home.
Yeah, Kuhn is back, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm going to go for Wolves. So I'm going to go for Wolves 2. And Bournemouth 1.
Oh,
nice
okay,
and safe.
Nice
and safe.
Right, you've got a great game for your next one,
Oh.
Phil. You've got Man United versus Everton. Obviously, Man United 4 wins in 12, and Everton with only 2 wins. It's an absolute must-win for both teams. They really are both going to go for this, aren't they? Not so mighty Manchester United. No, there was no ting on that.
You put your own ting.
You put your own ting.
Look,
It's usually a good game. This is.
Man U were sorry Wayne, but they were absolutely awful against Ipswich.
You're absolutely right. They were.
But
yeah,
they should be beating Everton.
You'd like to think so.
They should.
They should
at
be.
home.
Should have been beating Ipswich, really.
At home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for Man United 2.
Yeah.
Everton 0.
Ooh, thanks for that, Phil.
Should be a comfortable win.
It should be. You'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Stato, big man, couldn't be here today. Got his scores. He's got Palace, Newcastle, and Tottenham versus Fulham. Let's have a look. See what he's gone for. Right. Palace versus Newcastle. Right. The Toon had a poor home loss on Monday against a below par West Ham in a game that Newcastle did have a lot of chances to score. Palace were lucky to get a point against Villa, who were no sleeping giants. He said, sorry, Carlos, but they did let me down. Palace did look dangerous on the break. Is that enough to get them a much-needed win against the Toon? I think Newcastle's attack will click, and they will get 3 points this weekend. He's gone Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 3. Right,
they need 3 points.
They do. Right.
For the Crystal Palace.
Away from home,
Yeah. Right. Tottenham versus Fulham. Is there a more inconsistent team in the Premier League than Spurs? No. Spurs' last 6 games: loss, win, loss, win, loss, win.
Ooh.
So it says it all, really. They can put 4 past Villa, lose at home to a winless Ipswich, and then smash 4 past City at the Etihad. But he says, I think that 4-0 was more a reflection how bad City are playing at the moment than Spurs playing well. He's not convinced by Spurs, and he doesn't think they'll get in the top 4. So I don't think they will. I don't think they're a top 4 team at the moment. Fulham were on the end of a bad result to Wolves, so they want to put that right. He's going for more inconsistency from Spurs. An away win for Fulham. He's gone Tottenham 1, Fulham 2.
I reckon he could be right there.
Oh, that's a great. I think that's.
I
like that.
Not a bad one. It's not bad.
I like that. I do like that. Right. Okay, Mr. Lover.
Yeah.
You have got Forest, Ipswich. Obviously, Forest coming off the back of 2 losses. Ipswich will be up for this after their win at Spurs and a draw at United.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
City ground. Usually all right for Forest, but not this season.
We're better away than we are.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
For me, I think I'm just going to be a score draw. I think 1-1.
You're going 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I think you're bang on with that.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It's the one score that we very rarely predict. We don't go for one alls, do we?
No.
We go for a Desmond, but we very
It's
rarely.
too low on
just
goals,
got-
isn't it? Someone scores 2 goals, you're
We
like,
just like it when we say Desmond, don't we?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
it's
We
like
go for a 2-2, don't we?
Well, it was like Everton last week, 0-0.
Yeah.
We never go for
No,
0-0
no,
draws, do
So
we?
yeah, well, I think 1-1. I think there's probably goals
Yeah.
in both teams.
Fair
But
enough.
I think they'll share the.
Oh, and then you have got Liverpool versus Man City.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Game of the week.
Game of the week.
Got to
Right,
be.
massive game for both teams.
Well, for me, if Liverpool win this, it's the title.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, is the 115 court case charges weighing heavy on City
I
now?
was thinking that.
Is that the reason
Could be.
for their dip in form?
we just signed a new contract today, so I don't know. They're going through something that's not brilliant for. Well, it's obvious. Rodri missing for a start.
Yeah.
That's a massive
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah,
And it shows as well. You know, it's
it really does.
it's quite frightening how bad they are without him.
Yeah.
But for me, Liverpool at home. I'm going to say Liverpool 3. Man City 0.
Ooh!
God.
Yeah, I'm
Go
going.
big or go home.
Yeah, I think they will. I think there'll be a.
City not to score.
Woo, City not to
Yeah.
score. Have it though. If it's at at Anfield, I can see that. I can see that result. Right, Dino Keno,
Bosh.
get in.
Kino.
Had a great game, didn't we, Tuesday?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, fun Tuesday. Right, you've got Brighton, Southampton. Have we underestimated Brighton, do you think? They're sitting 5th in the league.
They do it like
On goal difference.
Going about their business.
They're just quietly doing it. I mean,
The thing is, though, they never have a dip.
Yeah.
Brighton did last year, or the year before that
The
as
year
well.
before they did alright. The last year they
Yeah.
dipped.
Because they're European football, isn't
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what it
It is, yeah.
I mean, they've only lost to Liverpool and Chelsea,
Yeah.
and Southampton with only one win. Rooted. What are you going for there then, Dave?
Okay, so Southampton, they haven't got a single point away from home this season.
No.
The only team in the Premier League not to do it.
Ah,
Don't look good.
So, Brighton have drawn a few at home. So, I can't see them drawing this year. So, Southampton have scored most games though. They're always competitive in all the games they've been
They
playing.
do.
Oh,
Score.
no, yeah.
So,
No, I agree.
Have we noticed,
they're just scoring but not winning, aren't
They're
they?
not. That's the thing. I said just not winning because like against Liverpool. So,
Mm.
so that in mind, I'm still going to go Brighton 3, Southampton 1.
Ooh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Brighton, yeah. Brighton are good on the break though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very
It's
good.
that
Very
return
good.
is
Yeah.
quick. Right then, you've got a lovely London derby, West Ham Arsenal. Another inconsistent team though, West Ham. Haven't had the same result twice in a row yet. They haven't put back-to-back wins, back-to-back draws or back-to-back losses. It's bizarre. And the last time these two met, it was 6-0 to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So West Ham have only beaten Arsenal once in the last 10 league games. 7 of those have had 3 or more goals in.
Yes. 6-0 being
Yeah.
in
So in West Ham have only won twice this year at home, and Arsenal have won twice away from home. So, but they did have a good win against Newcastle.
Yeah.
I think this game will have goals in. I'm going to go West Ham 1, Arsenal 2.
Is that all?
Not 2
I thought West
No,
Ham. I
no.
thought Arsenal scored more than
Well,
that.
it's
I looked at some of the
okay.
stats for the previous games, and when it's Arsenal at West Ham, a lot of them are 2-1s.
Mm.
So, and I like the safe 2-1.
You're going into the stats, aren't you? Bill?
Yeah, I know. I got it on bottom, mate. You know it's in the league table.
Yeah.
Stato
That
two,
top,
have you?
Derby top's getting close, I tell you.
Yeah. Right,
We'll
okay.
start ordering it now.
Right, I've got Brentford Leicester.
Have I not got a bonus game?
Oh, no, you haven't got bonus.
No.
Sorry, Dave.
I'm having my bonus game first.
Cool, mate.
No,
I
no,
know.
I didn't write bonus in there. I
Yeah.
should have written bonus game in there.
Yeah.
It's your
I want it,
Self.
I need
me.
it.
It's all about me.
Yeah.
I've got 3 games this
Sorry,
week.
Dave. I forgot to write bonus game in
So what are
there.
you going for, Dave?
Oh, my bonus game. I'm going for Tottenham Fulham.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
going different to what Ross said?
I am, because Fulham have only won once in the last 10 in the league against Spurs. Same as the West Ham thing. Which was last season, though. It was 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a tough one to call because of Spurs doing a Spursy. So, especially after beating City 4-0. So, they'll probably go and lose this one. But I'm going to go Spurs 2, Fulham 1. I'm going the opposite way from him.
Oh, yeah, you got to, because that's the way to get points. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
So if you've gone the same, you're never going to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
points. Right, back to me.
Yes.
Right, Brentford Leicester. Best home record in the league, Brentford. Haven't lost and have only drawn one game at home this season. Leicester have only got one away win at Southampton, so it doesn't look favourable, Phil, I'm afraid.
No.
I'm going to go Brentford 3, Leicester 1 on that one.
Brentford haven't won away from home yet, though. They're terrible. It's like
No,
two
yeah,
different
yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
At home,
Right.
they're like
Very
brilliant.
little stories for the job as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Could be good. That'd be good for you.
Mm.
Right, and then I've got Chelsea versus Villa, which on paper you'd say that's not a bad game, but only one home defeat for Chelsea so far, and only one away defeat for Villa. So on paper you'd say this could be good. Last time they played, it was a Desmond. So I'm going the same again. I'm going for another Desmond. I'm going Chelsea 2, Villa 2. Lovely.
That probably would have been game of the week if it weren't for
It
the
could have been.
performance.
Would have
Yeah,
been.
it could have been.
Yeah, no, it would have been, yeah.
All right, okay, well, let's look back at how we did on match day 12. We get 3 points for a correct score that we predicted, and we get a point for every correct result that we predict. It all goes into a table, and at the end of the season, the winner gets a trophy, and the loser has to present the last video of the season in the shirt of their rivals' teams, which nobody wants to do,
No.
particularly you, Carl. Right, and you lost last year, so you were
Yeah.
last there. Nobody wants to do that.
No.
Right, okay, right, Phil, last week you got nothing for Fulham Wolves, but
Oh.
you got a correct result for Bournemouth Brighton. That's a point to
It's a point.
you. Have that. Stato got nothing for Villa Palace, but he did get correct score for Arsenal versus Forest. That's 3 points to him.
Fair play, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, good on
Mr.
you.
Lover.
Good
Nothing for Newcastle West Ham, but you got 2 correct results for Southampton Liverpool and your bonus game Leicester versus Chelsea, so that's 2 points to you.
Well done.
Dave, nothing for Man City Tottenham, but correct result for Leicester versus Chelsea, so that's a point to you. Me, I've got nothing for Ipswich versus Manchester United, but I got a correct result for Everton versus Brentford, so that's a point to me.
Don't laugh.
Hey, don't lie. Right, but have a quick look at the table. It's on the screen. What can I say, Dave? You need to book your ideas.
Yeah, I
up.
know. Well, bonus week this week, I might get 9
You
points.
might.
But
Could
look
get a
how-
9-pointer, that'd be nice.
But just look how close it is.
Yeah.
Put,
really
put me
close.
top if I do that.
It's still. I mean, you're a correct result away
Yeah.
from being top.
Yeah.
Joel, so there we go. That's it for this week. Anybody got anything they want to discuss?
No?
It's been a bit of a quiet week, hasn't it?
It is
Really?
been
It's been a
quiet,
bit of a
but
quiet
yes.
with no big news. So we'll leave it at that. Okay. We'll be back next week with the results of this week and also the answer to this week's Stato quiz. Right. Go and dig out the DVDs of your team's trophies compilation games and settle down in front of the telly. Or if you're a Spurs fan, just settle down in front
Just
of the telly.
settle
But whatever you
Oh,
do,
gosh.
enjoy your football.